It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in KC as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 56, 56. Right there. 54, right there. 54.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
44 is the check. Watch QB draw. Watch QB draw. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Ricky. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. You. 44. Mike. 44. Watch the run.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen escaping the pressure right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big gain there for the Bills.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Chiefs nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Bills, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On first down, it's Jones. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal. Back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Here we go. Here we go. Alert! Match by 4.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Allen now on 3rd and goal, and they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
4 yards remain for second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The score after one on EA Sports.
Go, go, go. Kill.
Hey, Sunday. I don't need to.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll go with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the Bills' 39-yard line.
Yellow. 180.
49.
All day, baby, all day.
Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
3rd and 13.
Wait. Marshall, 180.
Check 59. It's going to be a long day.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot on
best.
the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Now left side on the swing pass. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Mahomes now on 1st down. It's Kelsey on the ground. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll lead here to a third down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety back.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Hyde dancing past him, and he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw again on second down. Allen forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Allen now on first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. Hey, here we go. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, twist, twist.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. On the right side, this is Miller. Touchdown, Bills. Scotty Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chiefs 7. Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Flush to his right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. That finds Smith-Schuster. Nice grab. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
That last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
49.
Mahomes to throw once more. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. So after the INT, it's Allen. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on 1st down is Allen, eluding the pressure right. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? You go with the bigger guy to try and use size. Got to try to go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll go again to Jones. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The 3rd down now, those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 50. 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Check 50.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mahomes going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And Davis was drafted in 2020 to add depth to the wide receiver room, but he started to get more looks late in his rookie season. I think he's a breakout candidate here in 2021. Nice catch there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Singletary trying the left side. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
Check three. Right there, 54, right there.
On play action, Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go. Hey, color. 49.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Chiefs 15. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And hitting Juju on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 19.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He'll drop to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. Again, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 1 back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And here's Edwards-Helaire. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark.
A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. The Bills on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and forever. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for fourth down. The Bills send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Returning it is Moore. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Mahomes. Finding Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Right there, 54 Mike. Check. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, here I come. Alert. Here I come. Hey, check 24.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Oh, here we go. Oh, Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Here we go, D. Here I come.
To try again after the sack. Allen. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
To throw again on second down. Allen.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Bills, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.